Previously on MasterChef Australia, it was Lucky Dip Day.
Dried chilies!
Are you ready?
Couldn't have picked anything worse.
Like yin and yang, some were happy with their ingredients
These are an absolute gift. Like, these are besties.
and some were not.
A nightmare, I think, is an understatement. How did I end up with this?
But they all did their best to impress.
The fried chicken is epic.
That's superb.
All those flavours dance on the back of your palate. It is bloody delicious.
And Mimi won the final immunity challenge of the week. Tonight, it's time for an elimination. And time is of the essence.
Enjoy yourself, mate. Main thing.
That's it, man. Best of luck.
You too, man.
Black aprons when it counts, and I'm going up against three of my best friends. Lockie, Pezza, and Sav. Everyone's gonna want it. It's you against everyone.
Step right up, everybody!
I see the auctioneers paddle up the front. And I have seen this one on the telly, so I think we're in for a bit of fun.
Right. It's Elimination Day, and this one is going to be huge. We polled our fans to determine that this is one of the most popular MasterChef challenges in the competition's history. It is the time option. Any ingredients you want to cook with today, you'll need to bid for. And the only currency we accept is time. Play it smart, because at the end of the day, one of you will be going, gone.
I'm always in a state of determination when I'm in a black apron, and I have to put my slightly manipulative hat on today.
Pezza, how do you feel about auctions?
I love a good auction. Used to be a part of my life for about 10 years, so I'm,
What, you're an auctioneer?
yeah,
No way!
auctioneer for 10 years selling cattle along the coast.
Give us a little demo.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful lineup food here today. There, who'd like to start me off on a lovely line of coriander. Who's got luck? 25, 25 now, 25 and 6, 7, 28, 28, 9, 29, 30, 30 down, 30 gone, all done at 30. We sell, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Oh, look, I love auctioneering, but I'd rather be auctioneering than buying. That's the way I always see it.
Here's how it's going to work. Everyone has 120 minutes to spend, so use it wisely. There are 3 different categories to bid on. You have protein, fresh produce, and pantry items. You bid on ingredients in each of those categories in lots of 5 minutes. You must use at least one of the ingredients from each category in your cook. Your cook time is whatever time you have remaining after the bidding finishes. The MasterChef pantry and garden are closed, but you will have underbench staples minus the eggs.
Righto, for our first category, we've got proteins. Pretty important, I reckon. So we've got a whole duck, a beautiful whole red snapper, some lamb mince, and eggs.
I think I know what everyone's going to be leaning towards. You know, there's a duck up there. I think that's up Pez's alley, but also Lockie's. And look, I'd love to end up with that snapper.
We're going to kick it off with a whole duck. Can I get 5 minutes for this beautiful bird? Come on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, baby, I knew he'd be in for the protein.
I'm no stranger to the auction system. I have got a strategy. I don't want to tell too many about it, but I think the duck will pair so well with nearly everything that's left.
5 minutes with Pezza. You got 10 with Harry, 15 with Pezza.
20.
20.
5.
25. There we go. Now we've got the ball rolling.
I'll
Come
give you
on,
30,
30.
mate.
We've got 30 with Harry. There it is.
I'm surprised. I thought Harry would want the fish.
Out of the group today, like, Pez is hyper competitive. He may not seem it all the time, but he doesn't like to lose. So I'm going to try and drive that price up.
30 minutes. Can I get 35 from anyone?
Yeah, go on.
There we go, 35 with Pezza. Now we're getting into it.
I'll give you 40.
40 minutes. There we go.
Yeah, give us another crack.
There
buddy.
we go. 45 minutes with Pezza. Harry?
Nah, I'm out, Andy. I'm good.
No more takers. Sold to Pezza for 45 minutes.
Ça marche.
The first pen of cattle will always be the cheapest. Or it'll be the biggest, but it'll be the cheapest because everybody's getting a feel for what the market's doing. Make him pay for the fish, won't you?
Jean-Christophe, what do you got over there, mate?
A red snapper.
That red snapper looks like it could be so versatile. I really do want it. And I know who else is going to want it.
Who's kicking me off in 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Lucky, 5 minutes.
I'll go 10.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the game, Sam.
I need to play it smart, and I know Harry's going to gun for that snapper, and I'm going to give him a fight.
10 minutes with Sav for a whole snapper. Surely. What is going on over there?
No?
I mean, I can start the call if you want.
I'll give you 15, mate.
There he is.
I knew.
15.
No, I'm the fish guy. Like, I want the fish. If one of these other guys wants to take it off me, they're going to have to pay for it.
Sav, you going straight back at him?
Yeah,
Come
I'll
on,
go
20 minutes.
Sav.
20 minutes with Sav. 25 with Harry. Lockie's in at 30
On
minutes.
y va.
35 minutes with Harry. Come on, Sav. Yeah, there we go. 40 minutes. 45 with Harry.
I'll go 50.
There is Harry for 55. Come on, round it off at an hour, Sav. Like, the thing is, do you really want to leave him with the fish?
Give me 60.
60! We got 1 hour with Lockie. Good bid, I reckon. Yay! 65 minutes!
Can't go any higher. That just takes too much time off the clock for me to do anything that I actually wanted to do with that snapper.
65 minutes. Sold to Harry!
Hear it in the duck, brother. I'm happy.
That's your baby.
Thank you. I've spent 65 minutes on this fish, which means I'm only left with 55 minutes to buy fresh produce, buy pantry items, and cook. But I'm still stoked. Like, I've got my strength, I got the fish.
Righto, let's get into the third protein. We've got lamb mince. Lamb mince, got a nice amount of fat in there. Sav and Lockie, we're down to you two. Remember, if you don't win the lamb mince, you get the eggs.
I'm really gonna go for this lamb mince, but I'm not gonna let anybody else know that I actually want that over the eggs. So I'm just gonna play it smart, play it cool.
So, can I get 5 minutes? Who's got 5 minutes for me?
I just want my eggs, man. Like, just give me the eggs. I don't care about this lamb mince.
Someone's gonna have to bid.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can I get 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. There we go, Lockie. 5 minutes. Can't Sav.
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
This is an absolute steal. Well
Unbelievable.
played, Lockie. Sold. 5 minutes.
All right. 5 minutes, lamb mince, perfect. Got 115 left on the clock and got 2 biddings to go.
And she got him.
And I didn't have to spend 5 minutes for them.
For our second category, we've got fresh produce. So amongst that bunch, we've got a variety of root vegetables, some alliums, nightshades, and some different fruits.
First is a basket of root vegetables.
And it's a big
It is
basket.
a big
What is in there?
We have ginger, 2 types of sweet potato, all sorts of turnips, radishes. We've got rainbow carrots. Great basket, guys.
So, who's going to start us off with 5 minutes for the root veg?
I'll give you 5 minutes.
I'll give you 10.
I'll give you 20.
20 with Sav. All right, going once to Sav.
No, I'm kidding.
25 minutes for Lockie. 25 minutes with Lockie going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. There you go, all yours. I would be absolutely thrilled with that if I were you.
There's so much in here.
For 25 minutes, I think that's a pretty good deal for that array of root vegetables. And I've still got 90 on the clock, so I've got a little bit of wiggle room.
Poe, what's up next?
Alliums.
Yes.
So we have leeks, spring onions, garlic, beautiful shallots.
And this runs deep too. There's quite a lot in here.
This is your road to flavor, guys.
Let's kick it off. Anyone with 5 minutes for the alliums? Oh, Sav is straight in.
I would love the alliums. You know, I think that'd just be the perfect accompaniment to the fish. But I'm sort of watching the bidding go up and up and up.
Yeah, give her another one.
And I'm trying to work out in my head what's still good value and what would leave me with enough time to cook this fish.
25 with Sav. Anybody gonna give me 30?
Oh!
Here he is! 30. So, Harry, you've got a whole fish, your happy zone. You're now sitting with another 30 minutes for this amazing basket of alliums. So this will take you down to 25 minutes to cook a fish dish.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
No. 30. 35 minutes.
Look, I'm only a part-time intellectual, but even I can figure out that the math is not mathing on that one.
Oh, 25 minutes.
Well, you're at 55, so 25.
I cannot believe I've just done this. Oh, 25 minutes. I did my maths wrong. Can I retract this bid?
Harry's at the very bottom, Sav. You've still got 120 left. Are you gonna give me 35?
Let him have it.
Let him have it. Last call to Harry for a basket of alliums. Goal to Harry!
I'm not gonna lie, I made a stupid mistake.
25 minutes will be your fastest cook in the MasterChef kitchen yet.
Yeah.
The next category in fresh produce, Poe, what have we got?
Nightshades.
I really, really want the tomatoes because I already have a bit of a concept in my head about what I want to do.
Sav straight up. Pez is at 10. Sav back in with 15. Pezza, you got 75 minutes. Will you give me 20? 20. 20 with Pezza. And Sav straight back with 25.
Oh, he's out, the big fella.
Beautiful box of nightshades. Sold to Sav for 25 minutes.
I would have been happy with them at 20, but she's paid 25 and it's left me with the fruit. So now I need to think quick on my feet to incorporate the fruit.
The last category is pantry items. We have a range of flavour bombs, some fresh herbs, some dried spices, and then some grains.
I have no investment in the spices at all. I came in today telling myself that regardless of the challenge, I want to show a different side of me, which means moving away from the Sri Lankan flavours, moving away from the reliance on spices. So I want the box of flavour bombs.
First up, what are we going to go, Jean-Christophe?
Flavor bombs. Black garlic, you got horseradish, you got anchovies. This is what's going to give you a lift to your dish.
Paul, this is going to be a good one. Let's start off.
Yeah, I'll give you 5 minutes.
5 minutes with Pezza. Sav, 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'll go on 15.
Yes.
25.
25 with Lockie. Now we're starting to play.
35.
35 minutes with Lockie. Come on, Sav. Straight back at him.
I'm running out of time, but nah, I can't let him have the flavor bombs. I need them.
Hi, let's do it.
Yep.
Let's just do it.
50 minutes going once. 50 minutes going twice. 50 minutes going 3 times. Time for Sav.
Nice, Sav.
So next we have a selection of fresh herbs.
5 minutes. Bid is yours. Who's going to give me 10?
10.
Pezza, you in or you out?
I'm out.
You're going to let him get away with all that and still have 80 minutes on the clock. That is the cardinal sin. He will have 80 minutes, lamb mince, root veg, and every herb you could possibly think of. Sold to Lockie for 10 minutes.
Lucky.
Still got 80 minutes on the clock, which is a lot of time to try and infuse as much flavour into the root vegetable and the lamb mince as possible.
So, Harry and Pezza are the only 2 left in the game. So what are we playing with, Jean-Christophe?
So, Andy, we have now selection of spices. The coriander, the cinnamon, the star anise, you've got vanilla, you've got...
You got everything.
Everything.
You literally
Look
got
at that.
everything. This is the last item up for auction. So, if you don't win this, you're getting the grains. Go here, 5 minutes. Who's got it?
He's doing it.
There he is. 5 minutes from Hazard.
I've got no time left, but the dry spices, it can inject a lot of flavour into my sauce or the fish. On top of that, I don't want to end up with the grains. Like, I just don't know what I'd do with them other than having just a random carb on the plate.
Yeah, righto.
10 minutes.
I'm trying to put a dish together in my head, and I'd really like them spices. I don't think Harry's game enough to go again.
Pezza, 10 minutes, bunch of spices. Sold.
Done.
Oh, on your Pez.
Et voilà.
I've ended up with the grains by default. I'm starting to regret bloody wasting all that time on this snapper. I don't even think I've got time to cook rice or like quinoa or like anything that's in there.
Okay, I hope you're happy with your purchases.
Lucky! You got the most time, you're up first, so your 80 minutes start now! Come on! Allez!
I have 80 minutes all up, and I got the lamb mince, the basket of root vegetables, and the fresh herbs.
Go on, Lockie.
Come on, Lockie.
Go, mate.
This is so weird being the only one cooking right now. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good with 80 minutes. I've just got to get right into it and make sure I do as much as I possibly can with what I've got there.
Lockie,
Andy.
Lucky, how are you?
how you feel? I reckon you went pretty well.
I'm pretty happy with what I've got, and especially the time as well.
And that transfers into the dish of?
What I'm going to try and do is like a kofta-style type of thing and grill them over the hibachi with hopefully a smoked beetroot dip and some sweet potato chips.
Do you think the mince will be seasoned enough or flavored enough?
I'm hoping that it is. Seeing I don't have spices or anything like that, trying to infuse as much flavour into this mince as possible with the ginger as well as the herbs, and I'm going to give this mince a little bit of a smoke as well, so like infuse some better flavour. Good luck. Thank you.
Good luck, by the way.
First things first, I've got to get those beets into that pressure cooker to start working my dip, and then work on infusing as much flavour in this lamb as I possibly can.
The The old time auction is a lot of fun, and we seem to see great combinations. We see good combinations with little time. And I think that we got that today.
I mean, this is really just like a mystery box, really,
Yes.
isn't it? If you think that way, I think you'll succeed. in
Yeah,
this
a mystery
challenge.
box with 25 minutes in Harry's case.
I'm going to talk about Harry straight up because 25 minutes, he's going to have to be creative.
You know, it's hard because he's got no
He is.
eggs.
At the other end of the scale, you've got Lockie, who has the most time with 80 minutes and so much
He
to
caned
work
it.
with.
He caned it.
I would be feeling pretty smug if I were Lockie.
Same.
Yeah, same.
There we go.
You're right, Piz.
Yep.
I really wanted them kiflers, and I'm not keen on the fruit, but I've got to use it. So my brain goes 10 different ways, and I'm just got to try and pick the best way and zone in and go with it.
Pezza, you've been waiting patiently, mate. Your 65 minutes starts now.
I'm fighting hard to get in the top 6 today. I don't want to go home. I'm loving this journey and I'm loving this competition and I want to keep going. I think I can do it and I'm starting to believe in myself. Today I'm going to be cooking a duck 2 ways with a berry sauce.
Pezza with his duck. We're going to break it down. Here's a butcher, right?
If you couldn't butcher a duck, it's like you not being able to cut a fish.
I want to roast the duck Maryland, I call it, which is the drumstick with the thigh, still bone in, but really, really still juicy and moist in the inside, so it just pulls away from the bone. They're going to want that good hour. So they're going to be pushed right out to the last bit. I'm going to use the strawberries, the raspberries and the blackberries. They're going to be the core flavour for my sauce. I've used these flavour combinations to make a coulis, but not really for a savoury side, so it's different for me. So I'm really worried about that.
Pezza,
Pizza.
Hey, chefs.
what are you making?
Duck 2 ways, so I'm going to roast the leg and fry the breast, and then I'm going to do a nice berry sauce just to go with it.
I mean, it looked like you've got a pretty good build, yeah, obviously.
Yep.
But do you think there's anything you miss out?
I would have loved a carb, there's no doubt about
The
that.
carbs,
Would have
yeah.
been, I like them, look at them kiflers, I would have liked to have done something with that, but that's just how I normally cook.
You're treading this fine line of like it being desserty.
Yep.
It should still be like rich and robust.
Yep.
Duck and fruit. You have to really balance the sweetness and the savouriness of fruit well, otherwise it's just all out of whack. That's the biggest thing with duck and fruit.
Yeah.
It can be like the bestest of friends. It can also be a disaster. That's the biggest thing with duck and fruit.
Yeah.
It can be like the bestest of friends. It can also be a disaster if you
Yep.
don't get it right.
Yep.
I think this is going to need to be your best cook
Yep, no
to
doubt.
keep you in the competition.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
good luck.
My biggest concern with this dish is that it's too sweet. I need to get the balance right today or otherwise I'm going home.
The only positive spin I can put on this for both of us actually is that we've got the time to get a workflow.
Yeah.
It's possibly a good thing that I don't have the full length of time because now I've got time to think. I've got a little workflow in my head, ideas about what I want to do, how I want to play. So I need to grab saucepans, bowls. I've got a little plan.
Sav, your 45 minutes starts now. Come on.
I chose these options because I feel like that gave me the best chance to actually showcase a little bit more of what I can do and not just, you know, constantly be in that Sri Lankan box. I don't want to be complacent and be in a comfort zone. I'm not here to be in a comfort zone. And if you are in a comfort zone at this point of the competition cooking similar things to what you've cooked before, you don't deserve to be here. The dish that I have forming in my mind is something based on a Japanese chawanmushi, which is a steamed egg custard with a charred or blistered tomato broth. And it's really important that I get on my tomato broth first thing, because that not only forms the actual broth of the dish, but it also forms the stock for my steamed egg.
There's quite a few number of things that I need to get done, but I'm feeling okay at the moment.
Okay, une fois, deux fois, trois fois. You've got 40 minutes left to go!
I was just saying, I feel like Darth Maul, you know, in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, when like he's fighting Obi-Wan and the things come across, it's like, they just got to wait there. What do I say? Like, I'm an idiot. I stuffed up the maths. I've ended up with 25 minutes to cook, and I've got a snapper. I've got alliums, which is great, and I've got these grains. I've got a little idea in my mind with what I'm going to do with the fish and the alliums, but I've got to figure out what to do with these grains. I'm just going to have to really think hard and pull something out of my hat.
While that lamb mince is smoking for my kofta, I'm thinking, well, I've got time and I don't have anything else to bring sweetness. I don't have spices, so it doesn't take long to get some carrots in the oven with some olive oil and salt. That'll bring a nice natural sweetness to the dish. There's still lots of time left. So I'm thinking, what about a pickle as well? Maybe pickled radish, that sounds great. I'm trying to get as much earthy sweetness into this dish as possible with the beets, with the radish, with the carrot, without any spice.
Harry, your cook starts in 5 minutes, which means everybody else, you have 30 minutes left. Yeah, come on,
Pezzy, your duck smells good.
Thanks.
I think it's your leg. Smells good. Your leg smells good.
Duck in the oven, and it's coming along quite nicely. The only thing that scares me is that the dish might be too sweet.
I'm thinking of the sauce. It's lacking something. I'd like to put something in it, but I don't know what's going to go and I don't want to wreck it. So I'm just trying to get it somewhere close to where I want to eat, you know?
I know the berries are going to work, but it's just trying to get that savouriness into it. And I've realised now that that's going to be from the spices. So I'm so pleased I've got the spices now that I can try and put them in to give it out of that sweetness and into a nice savouriness. Star anise is a very powerful spice. I think that's going to give me the savouriness with the fruit that I'm really after. As I strain that sauce, I come up with the idea to add some butter to try and give a little bit of depth to the sauce.
Oh, it's starting to get beautiful. That butter at the end, if that reduces down, it's getting that, you know what I mean? They're going to like that. That's good.
I can't stop moving. I just want to get in there.
This would drive me mental.
Yeah. And I think if I stop moving, then I'll lose energy. But if I keep moving, then I'll have my energy. I've got limited ingredients and limited time, but I think I've got an idea that's going to get me through.
Harry, your 25 minutes starts now.
Yeah, Harry. Fastest fillet in history. Let's go.
Yes.
Harry, fast
Hello,
and
guys.
furious, mate.
Yeah, I'm moving
25-minute
bloody
fish
quick.
dish. What is it?
So today I'm going to do a semolina crumb snapper, and then I'm going to serve that with a beurre blanc sauce and some charred leek on hibachi.
Gotcha,
In a
okay.
vinaigrette.
Semolina crumb snapper, how's that going to work? Because I was always interested on how you were going to incorporate the grains.
Yeah, so I thought about making rice and all the rest of it,
No
but
chance.
I actually don't think I've left myself enough time for that. So semolina, it's obviously just a coarse grain. So I think if I egg wash the fish,
and then just treat it as a breadcrumb. You know, I think it'll give a nice sort of crunchy, colourful element to the dish.
Egg wash?
Yeah.
Where are you getting your eggs from?
In the... Oh!
No eggs. Sav's got them.
Semolina, it's obviously like just a coarse grain, so I think if I egg wash the fish...
Egg wash?
Yeah.
Where are you getting your eggs from?
In the... Oh!
No eggs. Sav's got them.
You have your work cut out for you. Push, Harry. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
So without the eggs, I've got to come up with some way of having that semolina crumb cling to the fish. And I've only got 20 minutes left. I'm going to have to think of something fast.
I think the one who worries me the most, I think, is Peza. He's used to play with carbs. So for him, I think he's out of his comfort because he has to deliver a dish with no substance.
The sauce to me is balanced really well. I'm happy with it. But I'm thinking I need some sort of a carb or something to go with the duck so it's just not too, I guess, just meat. When I didn't get to the nightshades, I was a bit disappointed because one of those kifle of potatoes would have been perfect with the duck. I'm looking through the fruit box and then I seen a pear and I thought, I can poach this pear but somehow put some savouriness with it too. And now I can notice that them duck legs have got the most beautiful fat. So when the pears are poached, I'm going to toss them around in that duck fat so they go a little bit savoury. So it'll give me that bit of different texture and also something to balance the sweetness of the dish.
I hope your ingredients were worth it because you've got 15 minutes to go.
On your luck.
My dish is egg and tomato. So I've got a steamed egg, a tomato broth, pickled golden tomatoes, and sugar brine tomatillos.
I just tasted my tomato broth and it's got the tomato flavour and it's got a beautiful heat from the chilli. I think it just needs a little bit more seasoning.
I'm looking at the fish sauce in my Flavour Bombs box. And the moment I add that fish sauce in, it becomes so bright. It is singing with the flavour of the tomato. It took me way more time than I wanted, but I've finally finished the tomato broth and I'm running out of time, so I need this egg cooked. The perfect chawan mushi is just set, it's not overcooked. That needs to go into the oven ASAP, and now we pray.
I'm going all right. Just getting through each element in each stage right now.
These are nice and hot.
I've started working on my smoked beetroot dip. Once the smoked beetroot dip comes out of the blender, I've still got a bit of time left on the clock. I decide to make my beetroot dip into a bit more of a puree by blending it for a little bit longer to get it as smooth as possible. Because that's really going to elevate my dish even more than what I'm already doing. It looks much more refined than what it did before. Happy with that. So now I'm going to cook my lamb kofta over the hibachi.
So I was going to egg wash the fish before I put it into the semolina so that the crumbs stuck to it. But I ended up doing like a quick buttermilk. So I just mixed milk and the vinegar and strained it and then used that as like my binder essentially for the semolina.
Come on, Harry. Got this. One motion. Yeah. Jesus, he's so good with fish.
I need to generate flavour. So with this stock, I'm going to pump it full of alliums in that fish frame, fill it up with water and just bang it in the microwave.
I want to build a really hearty fish stock so I can pump some depth and flavour into that sauce.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you've only got 5 minutes to go.
I'm just literally waiting for my egg to cook because, yeah, stressing.
I'm waiting for this egg and just staring at the oven like it's going to somehow magically cook the egg faster. My egg custard forms literally the basis of the dish and also is my only protein component from today's auction. So the execution needs to be perfect.
All right, let's check this.
I'm running out of time, so I have to take my egg out of the oven now because I have to start plating up. My place in the top 6 is literally riding on this egg at this point. If this chow mushi is not set, I'm gone.
All right, let's check this.
I take my chow mushi out and it could either be set egg or it could be egg slop in there. I peel back that foil and thank God that egg is cooked. It's set. It's just got a nice little inner thigh wobble to it, which is what you want. And now I have to get all of the other things that I worked on, my pickles and my broth. I have never made this dish before. I've never practiced it, so it's just very uncharted territory for me. I chose those ingredients. I bid on those ingredients. I made my bed. But it's not a very comfortable bed at the moment to lie in.
Time to get that food up. You have 3 minutes left.
Come on!
The duck leg and the pears come out of the oven. They look perfect. That duck fat gave the pears a nice savouriness, which is just beautiful.
Looks good, Chef. Let's get it on the plate.
I'm really happy with the duck legs now. The sauce to me is balanced. I think the spices work to get that savouriness into it. But I'm just hoping it's not too sweet because that's my biggest fear out of today.
I'm just finishing off the kofta on the hibachi. It's looking good. The radishes are pickled and my carrots are done. I think I've done a really good job of infusing as much flavour in these ingredients as what I possibly could. My beetroot puree tastes great. These purple sweet potato chips are really crispy. My kofta looks like it is really nice and moist. The pickled radishes brings that like vinegar sweetness to the dish. And then the roasted carrots bring a really nice natural sweetness. Hopefully my strategy of having the most amount of time pays off for me.
Get it on the plate. You have 1 minute to go.
Every time I look up at the clock, it's moved again, and I'm running out of time, so I gotta hustle. I finished a dish, and I'm proud of what I cooked, but I haven't tasted this all together because I just didn't have time. So the sauce, the leek, and the fish all have to be perfect to keep me out of that bottom spot.
And here we go! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Well done.
Good luck, Sabby.
Thank you.
You go, girl.
I completely stepped out of my comfort zone. I've never done something so light-handed. But if I'm going to go home, I want to go home showing versatility, not doing the same thing that I've always done.
Hey, Sam.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh. Sav, 3 eggs, 25 on nightshades.
Yep.
And then you blew all but 45 minutes on your flavour bombs. And you made...
I'm calling this egg and tomato. So I've got a steamed egg. I've got a charred tomato broth. Like, this is so pared back, especially for someone like me. But it's top 7, going down to top 6. If now's not the time, then when?
Thanks, Sav. Yep. Let you finish that.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sav.
Thanks, Sav.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I loved that. I thought it was really delicious. It looked so meek and mild and delicate, but it really packed a punch. She used those flavour bombs absolutely to her advantage. Let's start with the sort of consommé brothy thing. It was such a lovely balance of spice, acidity, sweetness and umami from the tomatoes, and then that sort of gluttony funk. I just thought it was a really well thought out dish.
It's so powerful. It is actually a powerful dish. And it's the most light dish ever. This broth, it is in 45 minutes.
So clear.
It's magical.
I love no spice Sav.
Yes.
I'm so glad that she didn't get those spices regardless of whether she wanted them or not, because we got to see a different side of her with this cook. Sav has this superpower of taking really punchy ingredients and balancing them expertly. So nothing's competing. It's all so complementary, it's so cohesive, and it makes you keep going back for another bite, another bite, another bite until you are left holding the bowl.
And the other impressive part is 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, if you got that in a restaurant, you would think it would take days of mise en place to prepare and get ready for, but 45 minutes under extreme pressure. It's like we've taken the safety blanket away of spices and we've just exploded a new Sav onto the scene of MasterChef.
Good luck, Pezza.
Good luck, Pez.
I don't know if it's the Walk of Fame or the Walk of Shame going up. This whole competition's riding on that plate. I hope I've done enough. With my poached pear and my sauce.
Here he is.
Pezza.
Hey, guys.
I'm fighting hard to get in the top 6 today. I don't want to go home.
Pezza, you had whole duck, fruit, spices. What did you make us?
Made you today duck 2 ways with pear and berry sauce.
You've spent a fair bit of this competition not believing in yourself, not necessarily backing yourself. Has that changed?
I think I need to believe in myself. I think I'm just the larrikin of this competition that everyone probably doesn't think that I can win. But I'm sure I've grown, and if it keeps going, I'm just going to keep taking this ride because I'm loving it. You're only as good as your last cook, and I'll put it all into today for you guys, and I hope you enjoy it.
If you want to sauce up, we'll taste your dish.
I thought a bit of sauce around the outside would look really
brilliant.
pretty,
Look
wouldn't
at
it?
that.
Thanks for your time, guys.
I think it looks lovely.
I'm dying to get into that duck. I'm just hoping that this sauce is balanced and it brings everything together.
It looks colorful, it looks tasty, it looks simple. Does it taste good enough?
I think that might be the best version of duck breast and duck leg that we've had in the competition so far. It is dynamite. Beautifully rendered skin, just blushing, medium flesh, and seasoned so well. Then you get to the leg, and it is that dark meat flavour and texture that you're after. It has been cooked longer than the breast. I was really worried about how berry sauce, poached pear, and the duck meat would go together, and I thought it went reasonably well. I think for me, he's kept that sauce quite acidic, which went with the sweetness of the pears, and I think the great move on this was rolling those pears through that duck fat, because it's got that savouriness from the fat.
He's actually used a lot more spices than I thought, in the right ratio. It's not too much, and it's just subtly perfect. This is a miroir of berries. It's beautiful, it's the right reduction, and it tastes superb.
It lands and you sort of think, oh yeah, duck and potato. And then you go, hold on, no, that's a pear. Because it still has that bite to it and he's cooked it in the duck fat. It tricks your brain, or it tricked my brain into thinking of potatoes. From the butcher that we met on day one to the pezza that has presented this duck dish, he has come so far. And I'm glad I am bold enough to steal the leg from you, Jean-Christophe, because now I get to eat all those crispy bits.
Good luck, Locke.
I know I had the most time, and I hope that that's going to serve me well today. There is a lot of elements at play here in this dish to be perfect, and I needed them to work together.
Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
G'day all. How are we?
Fantastic. So, mate, layer mince, root veg, and a big old bunch of herbs. What'd you turn into?
I made like a lamb kofta style with a smoked beet puree, roasted carrots, some purple sweet potato chips, and a pickled radish.
Time auction. I reckon you probably came out the best out of anyone, really, in terms of what you got for ingredients. And 80 minutes, were you surprised?
I was very surprised by getting that, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to get you to buy my house.
I kept quiet about that, but I was, yeah, I was quite surprised.
The competition so far, like, it is ramping up, right?
Oh, yeah.
It is pretty hot. Do you feel like this is a dish that's going to keep you in the competition?
That's the thing that I'm worried about. Yeah, I know I can cook a good plate of food, but is it enough to keep me in the competition? And I hope that this is.
We'll taste now. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lucky.
Enjoy.
Okay. Everything is executed really well. The beetroot puree is really well seasoned. The carrots are perfectly roasted. And the sweet potato chips, they're fried really beautifully. They're crispy, they're well seasoned, but it feels like two different dishes. It feels like he wanted to do a rustic style beetroot dip with a kofta and a big bowl of those chips, and it's like kind of family style food. But then he's got this beetroot puree, which is silky smooth and in this totally different direction than kind of that rustic style, you know, family food. And then the roast carrots, they just don't belong on the plate. It's a good dish, but the real fault is that they don't go together, and that could be a real problem for Lockie today.
I'm really impressed with the elements individually on this plate. And I could see that silky smooth puree even in a restaurant next to a beautiful steak that had been marinating as well. This stage of the competition, when everyone is plating up good food, what you need, as well as individually beautifully cooked elements, is cohesion. And for me, this dish doesn't have it.
4 roots vegetables on the plate: radish, purple sweet potatoes, carrots, and beetroot. There's 5 different techniques, which is done pretty well. Maybe a little bit more pickle or less sweet pickle would have maybe worked better with the sweetness of the beetroot.
I think Lockie did suffer a little bit from too much time. He could have done less and created more flavour.
I agree.
Good luck, Harry.
Thank you.
That cook went so quick, and honestly, like, everything's just a blur. So I don't really know what to expect at this point. Everything is riding on this 25-minute dish.
Harry?
Hello, guys.
Harry.
How's it going?
So tell us, what did you make?
Semolina fried pink snapper with char-grilled leeks and a beurre blanc.
Did you ever think that you would have ended up in elimination with only 25 minutes to save your life?
I never would have seen that coming, but I've surprised myself a lot since this competition started, and I knew that if I was going to get through today, I'd just have to find that, that other gear, and I feel like I did.
Would you like to finish it, please?
Sauce it up.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Harry.
Thanks,
luck.
Harry. It's a very simple plating, that's for sure. And I don't mind that.
When you only got 25 minutes, simple is the best.
It just depends what it tastes like.
Guess what? I am happy.
I can tell from your thinking.
Cooking a big piece of fillet. You're not talking like slice. This is a big chunk on both sides. The fish, for me, I think is cooked perfectly. It is sublime. Am I satisfied? Of course I'm satisfied. This is brilliant.
Go, Harry. Seriously, that is
Go, Harry.
rich, it's satisfying, it's so full of flavour. The batter is amazing. I'm a big fan of the seat of the pants semolina batter. He didn't use eggs. He thought on his feet. He's getting himself out of the weeds when he's in there, and he's still creating something that is as good, if not better, than what he had originally planned to do. And I think that's extremely commendable.
I do know that second gear all too well. It can really inspire you. The thing that I was so concerned about was actually the grains, because I thought, how is he going to cook grains in 25 minutes? And the fact that he's used it as a coating on the fish was just the perfect solution. It's just, I love how you're just enjoying that. It's really nice.
I can't believe it.
I think most people take 25 minutes to make a beurre blanc. Like, let alone make a stock, make buttermilk, fillet fish, crumb the fish, cook the fish, char a leek.
Yeah.
In 25 minutes.
He's a madman.
Put the auction aside. He chose the right dish that he knew that he could complete in 25 minutes, and he executed it pretty bloody well.
The time auction is notorious for being a tricky challenge. But you all did really well today. Lockie, that entire plate was exceptionally seasoned. Sav, that bowl might have been delicate, but it sure packed a punch. Harry, you didn't have a whole lot of time, but you definitely made up for it in flavour. And Pezza, you brought us the best cooked duck in the competition so far.
Yeah, Bez. The fact of the matter is, each of you brought us a brilliant dish. However, one of them consisted of individual elements that tasted great on their own. But sadly, they were confusing together. And that dish was cooked by Lockie.
Lockie, mate, we know you're disappointed, but getting this far, that ain't no fluke. From those Lockie pops to kingfish wings, mate, you've left a hefty mark on this competition. You gotta take that passion that we love you for and just keep going. How you feel, mate?
Look, I'm pretty devastated. But this isn't the end for me. I'm ready to go out those doors and give the food scene a real red-hot crack and really make something of myself. To still be here and be now 7th, I'm pretty stoked with myself.
Mate, we've loved having you in the MasterChef kitchen, and it's time to say goodbye.
The MasterChef experience has been better than I ever could have dreamed of. I loved coming here every day, but I think a lot's waiting for me outside the MasterChef kitchen. I get to hang out with my daughter, I get to go back to cooking over the fire, and you haven't seen the last of me at all.
This week on MasterChef Australia, the competition intensifies.
I am ready to just put in hard work and get to the finish line.
And after all the feels
So much emotional charge that is going through his kitchen.
and fabulous dishes,
What? This is brilliant.
we'll be left with the top 5.
If you keep cooking like this, you may just end up lifting that trophy, and that's the ultimate prize.